So what's going on with the housing market on the Mid-Peninsula in San Mateo County? Welcome to the Monday Morning Market Minute, where I go over the weekly housing inventory report for the Mid-Peninsula in San Mateo County. Hi, I'm Dan Gilmartin. I'm part of the Gilmartin Group real estate company in Burlingame, California. It is August 4th, 2025 with your week 31 report. Let's get started. Okay, single-family inventory from South San Francisco to Redwood City right now is 211. That is down from last week's 224. Last year at this time, the number was 166. In 2023, that number was 178. And the 2022 number was 270. Again, here we are at 211. We had 40 homes come on the market. Last week, that number was 41. And here's some really big news. 44 homes go into contract. That's a fabulous number. Last week, that number was 28. 44 is one of the highest numbers sales numbers in a single week we've seen in 2025. So that is fantastic news. The average days on market for those 44 homes that went into contract was 18 days, but there were several homes that were on the market for only 14 days or less. This 44 homes that went into contract with 211 on the market represents a 4.8 week market. Last week, if you watched the report, we hit an 8-week market, and it was very interesting to see if we were going to continue to expand into a higher, 8, 9, 10-week market, which is much better for buyers, or we were going to come down. And here we came down to a 4.8-week market. This is what we know. A 5-week market or less means there's multiple offers on most everything. So once we get beyond 5, 6, 7, that's, the market's has a little bit more equilibrium. So this is huge news for sellers with 44 sales and the 8-week market dropping to 4.8. Condominiums and townhomes right now, 218. That's down from 228 of last week. Last year, this time, that number was 194. In 2023, that number was 124. And the 2022 number was 180. Again, here we're at 218 condominium townhomes on the market. We had 15 come on the market, low number. Last week, the number was 20. And we had 12 go into contract. Last week, that number was 17. Last week, 17 broke a 3 or 4 week number that was not a real great number, and here again we dropped again to 12. We want to see that number in the teens and higher for it to be a real positive number. The average days on market for the condominiums that went into contract, good news for condominiums, 22 days, and the average days on market for the townhomes that went into contract was 40 days. That's unusual. We've been seeing the townhome sector selling generally much faster, if not twice as fast as condominiums, so kind of a flip there. We also had 22 homes either expire, cancel, withdraw from the marketplace, and here's a low number, price reductions, 17. That's a low number. So we have high single-family home sales and low price reductions. Very interesting. So total. From South San Francisco to Redwood City, single-family homes, condominiums, and townhomes. Inventory is 429. That's down from last week's 450. The peak number for 2025 for total inventory was 513. That happened June 16th. That's basically right on schedule. We generally see the peak of inventory hit June and July, and then we come back down, and then sometimes we retest that high number in October, although last year that number was in November. So now what we're doing is the inventory going to continue to contract? And if so, very interesting. That means the market definitely found its resistance and showing incredible resistance too in terms of some of the volatility that's out in the world right now. Interest rates where they're at, although they've come down a little bit, and then they're going back up. We're thinking they're going to come down. So the whole interest rate conversation is still very prevalent. But here we are with great sales, low price reductions, and if we continue to see inventory to drop, that will be very, very interesting. Or is it going to go back up? That's what we're watching. But right now, buyers, there's less on the market. So if you find something great, and it's priced well, marketed right, you're going to have competition. And yet, at the same time, there's still some homes in this inventory report that have been on the market for 20, 30 plus days. Those are some good homes that just need to be negotiated on. Thanks for listening. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you next week.